The best in poker news, entertainment, and more. This is the Mark Hoke Show.
Hey everybody, what's going on? We are live, you betcha. Seminole Hard Rock, Hollywood, Florida, Lucky Hearts Poker Open. I almost said rock and roll, Nate. I was really close. I almost blew it.
Send you down there for all the different events.
I know.
Confusing.
I can't wait for the next one. Coming up in
You didn't say it was like the PCA or something.
Yeah, that would have been really dumb. Hey, good to see everybody. We, of course, are live here. Seminole Hard Rock, Lucky Hearts Poker Open, and wow, we're having fun down here today, kids. We got some money on the line. Nate, $1 million up for grabs.
That's sick.
That's
amazing.
$1 million being played for today, as event number 1 is on its day 2, and I'll tell you how many players are left in just a second. I think we started the day with around 380 remaining, 1,724 entries. At the moment listed at 234. So as is the usual trend here in Florida, the short stacks, not much patience around here. Not
they
much.
Just don't want to stay in their seats with short stacks. They just want to get it in and try to double or go home.
Exactly. Because there's
got to stay patient.
There's a lot going on. Don't blame them. But excuse me. But wow, I mean, just some exciting play happening here. And we'll break down that prize pool for you and everything going on here in a little bit. We got a ton of other events. We have a few more, another champion crowned yesterday. So we've already given out 3 titles here in a couple of days here at the Lucky Hearts Poker Open. So pretty exciting stuff. And, of course, a lot of news going on as well. And we touched on it on yesterday's show. But, of course, Nate, you weren't here. Of course, co-host Nate Dowland here from our show in Las Vegas on our show on KLAV 12:30 a.m. Great show, by the way.
That was so fun.
We're fantastic. We're just good at what we do.
Oh man.
Anyway, just being a little vain there, but that's all right. By the way, if you do want to check in with the show, we do have that phone number up on the big screen for you there, 702-997-3015. That's 702-997-3015. Give us a call. You want to say hi to us, talk to us about what's going on here or elsewhere in the poker world. We would love to hear from you. But yeah, how about this? Last night, Nate, I was covering day 1F of this thing. And in day 1B, Vasily Leshchenko, who has made a bunch of final tables out here at Seminole Hard Rock in various series, well, he had bagged 424,000. Of course, starting stacks were $25K to start, and the 14.5 hour level. So that's pretty good, right? You would agree that's a fair amount of chips to roll up, and no one had gotten even close to him. But then last night, Barbaro Diaz, who's actually playing right in front of me over here, actually they're on break right now, but he is playing there. Clipped 2 players last night. He had already built up a pretty solid stack and then had queens against two ace kings. Wins the hand, and it propels him into the chip lead as he went a little over 400, like 432,000, if I remember right. So Barbaro
smashing.
Oh, honest to God, this is a real truth. One thing that we do when we're covering these events is, you get to the end of a flight or end of a day, and you want to try and get pictures of the chip leaders. So when we do our posts, that we have those pictures up there for everybody so they can see, who was, who the chip leader was, and you put on social media, blah, blah, blah. So last night, Nate, I get the chip counts at the end of level 12. Okay, so they do a handwritten chip count for everybody, turn it in. I get the list. So when I see the list, I'd already had pictures of some of these guys. But I'm going around and I write down what seats they were in and go around and take the pictures, right?
Right.
Okay. Now, you got to remember, there's 2 levels left. We got a half hour, and then they stop with 10 minutes to go in level 14. and then do a random draw how many hands they play to finish out. So we're only talking about 45, 50 minutes of play at the end of the flight. By the time that flight was over, Nate, there were 4 people that had climbed up into the top of the chip standings that I had no pictures of at the end of the night.
That's amazing.
It was ridiculous. And I was sitting there like, oh, my God, who's this guy? Who's this guy? And thank God Barbaro made that run because, honest to God, the next 2 guys down, I didn't get pictures because I didn't have them on my radar. That's how crazy it got at the end of that flight last night.
Amazing.
It was. So, and of course, like I said, the wild play is continuing on here this afternoon. But once again, Barbaro Diaz was your chip leader, Vasily Leschenko, and a bunch of others. We unfortunately lost Dinah Panchinen, the former playmate. She was sitting over here close to us, too. And, of course, she busted out early this morning just to break my heart.
Aw.
It was very sad. So we lost her, and of course we lost a ton of other players too. But a lot of great players did advance last night, and we'll kind of keep an eye on things as this tournament rolls on. But once again, 234 players left as we are on break right now and headed into, let's see, what level are we going to here? It'll be the level at 3,000, 6,000, 1,000. Chip average right now, 184. And they're paying some money too, Nate. We probably ought to mention that, don't you think?
I like money.
They're paying
everybody
money.
Else does too.
They are paying money, and your payouts here. Of course, this ends up being $1 million prize goals. They did come up a little bit short on the guarantee. No big deal there. That's just. I mean, it's amazing. They got so many players down here, and with so many events going on. Even I know there's even an event going on up in Jacksonville right now. So just up the road, they're finishing up. But $1 million in this prize pool, and Nate, the winner, is walking out with $174,010.
Oh, jeez.
That'll buy you a lot of beach towels.
Yes, it will. You gotta love 6-figure scores.
Second place is going to pick up $113,000. Third will get $74,000. Fourth place, $63,000. Fifth place, $52,500. Sixth, $42,500. Seventh, $33,000. Eighth is $24,000. Ninth, 17.5, and 10 through 12 will also be in 5 figures at $11,500. Min payout $1,050. That'll start at $200. So we're not very far away from the money bubble here.
Not at all.
No. So lots of coin on the line. Should be a very interesting afternoon down here. By the way, I gotta mention this too. If you want to get some of the best values to qualify for a lot of these tournaments, they do a whole bunch of qualifiers that are 10. They give away 10 seats. I'm sure if you go to SHRPO and look on the main event schedule, you'll see that. There are a ton of different 10-seat qualifiers. This actually happened last night, or last couple of nights. 45 players for a 10-seat qualifier 2 nights ago. And they were about the same last night. Actually, I think it was a little bit less for this big event number 6 coming up tomorrow. We're in like 20s or 30s for that. So it was like 1 in 3, 1 in 4 qualified. Massive overlay. How about that? I mean, those are opportunities to play in some pretty big-time tournaments and make some serious coin. And, players need to get down here and take advantage of it. I nearly resigned, Nate.
Nearly
resigned.
resigned.
The one was an $85 qualifier. I'm like, I'm in. but Al wouldn't let me.
Aw.
Al was cracking the whip over here. What? Couldn't play that qualifier last night. It was very sad. But yeah, I mean, so some great values down here. You want to get down here and play at the Seminole Hard Rock Lucky Hearts Poker Open. It is an amazing event, and we're going to be seeing a lot more happening as we go through the next couple of weeks down here in Florida, Nate.
How many days of entry were there for this?
6 flights total. 1A through 1F ran 3 days, started at 11 a.m. and then 6 p.m. for those flights for this event number 1 with the $1 million guarantee.
Wow.
Yeah, so plenty of time to play, that is for sure. And a lot going on today. Let me pull up the schedule here real quick. It is a busy afternoon here on Sunday. Of course, we have day 2 of event number 1. Also starting off today, we had the Big Stack Semi-Turbo No Limit Hold'em re-entry event, $25,000 guarantee, $250 buy-in. That one started at noon. At 3 o'clock here, which actually right now kicking off, is the $1,650 8-handed No Limit Hold'em freeze-out. So that's going off as well, along with this day 2. So a lot of events, plus some other secondary events as well. So a busy day here at the Seminole Hard Rock, Hollywood, Florida. I'd love to play at 1650. That'd be fun.
That'd be huge.
Huge, I tell you. Huge. Coming up tomorrow. Oh, I'm sorry. And also on today, let's see. Oh, I missed this one. Sorry. Also have the $350 Deep Stack No Limit Hold'em re-entry event on that one. $350 buy-in there. That is day 7A. They've got 5 starting flights on that thing. Wow.
That's huge. 5 starting flights.
Yeah.
Like even the Colossus only has 4 starting flights.
It's unbelievable. Yeah, $250,000 guarantee on that. So there is a major amount of action going on here, and I'm guessing I'll be here till 3 a.m. At least. It'll be a long night. Some other results that came in over the past couple of days. We do have a few champions we want to make sure we mention. We did get a couple of them yesterday, but since Nate's here, let's break them all down. Event number 2, the $350 Omaha 8 or better tournament. A cantankerous bunch. That's the word I was looking for in my blog. Cantankerous. I just got that, Nate. That's terrible. And I'll tell you what, that was the best word to describe it. Robert Campbell takes that one down. And Nate, this is unbelievable. He has won, well, among these 9 players that made the final table, there are 16 Omaha 8 titles between them. 16. Campbell had 10 of them.
Wow.
And adds an 11th championship to Omaha 8 championship to his resume. That is impressive. The players actually, I believe, chopped it with 5 players, stopped at 5 players to go to the chop. Campbell, the winner, $4,372. Don Todd, Davie, Florida, finishes second, $34.72. Cameron Reed out of Estero, Florida, $33.24. Robert Leff out of Hallandale Beach, Florida, $29.96. And Charles Wells out of Melbourne, Florida, $2,236. So congratulations to all those guys. But wow, how about that? I mean, we all try to win 1 title in our careers. How about winning 11 Omaha tournaments? It's ridiculous.
That's awesome.
That is an incredible feat. So congratulations to Robert Campbell. Event number 3, the ladies event. A little bit of a light turnout with that big tournament going on. 19 players in that one, but one of the most, well, shall we say, perky ladies that we've ever had. I've seen in the ladies tournament. Catherine Storms takes that one down. And Nate, I don't know if you saw the tweets on SHRPO or in the hashtag SHRPO, but she and Natasha Barber started up on the final table of this thing, the lemon drop trash can shooting war. Lemon drops being fired, bottles and trash being thrown across the room at a trash can, and Catherine didn't stop drinking the rest of the night. It was pretty bad, Nate.
I bet.
She didn't stop talking either. It was a very impressive feat, talking for about 4.5-5 straight hours. But Catherine Storms wins the ladies' title last night, knocks off Patricia Cahilo. Storms winning $3,149. Cahilo $1,696. So congratulations to Catherine Storms. You'd have loved that one, Nate.
I would have.
Horse tournament finished up yesterday. Dragged out forever. Winner goes to... Oh, there's no caption on the picture. Give me 1 second here. Benjamin Matthews. Matthews out of Portland, Maine, takes that one down. They chopped that at 4 players remaining. So Benjamin Matthews wins that one, takes home 41.04, beats Martin Raskikoven. Yeah, there we go, Raskikoven. Out of Tamarack, Florida, wins $2,850. Michael Clemente out of Coconut Creek, $1,824. Elon Diamond out of El Portal, Florida, $1,482. And Ronald Bigelow, West Palm Beach, Florida, $1,140. So congratulations to those guys, as we have a new horse champion, Benjamin Matthews. So that's where that one wrapped up. So those are your winners so far here at the Seminole Hard Rock Lucky Hearts Poker Open.
At least there's more than Hold'em.
Yes, thank God.
Thank God. Because I tell you what, a lot of players out there think they're so great at Texas Hold'em, and they're like have no clue on what other games are out there. Hold'em is a very boring game. Anybody can get good at 2 cards or think they're great at a 2-card game, but Omaha in those 4 cards really makes a different mix of the game.
Yep, absolutely. And they do focus a lot on these mixed games. There are many of them in each of these series here at Seminole Hard Rock. Including coming Monday, we got a PLO 8 or better tournament, $350 re-entry. They've also Tuesday in Omaha 8 Stud 8 tournament. Boy, I hope I get to cover that one.
That would be great. A nice high-low tournament.
That'd be fun. It's not fun to cover, but it would be fun to play. So let's see. We got some more. I'm sure there's more mixed games tournaments coming up in here too. But of course, we will be welcoming the WPT Deep Stacks team coming in here in a little bit for next week, and then they're going to be. They have the official main event for WP Deep Stacks. It's kind of interesting how they set this one up. That one starts on Thursday. It's $1,100 buy-in on that, so you can score some points in the WPT Deep Stack series for this year. And then, of course, the main event coming up. Oh, good golly. Are you ready for this? $3,500 buy-in starting on Thursday the 16th. $3 million guarantee here at the Lucky Hearts Poker Open. Should be a wild one. 5-day event on that. And of course, that is the crown jewel of this one. And, of course, it is a WPT main event, so the winner will be on the Champions Cup, etc., and so on. So it should be a pretty...
They do have one of those beautiful Royal Flush girls, Brittany Bell, and Miss Universe contest.
It's funny. I was going to mention that a little later in the show, but yeah, why don't we throw that out there real quick? We do want to wish all the best to Brittany Bell, who is Miss Guam, and she is representing Guam in the Miss Universe pageant.
And oh my, not only is she smart and just brilliant at what she does, but beautiful.
Yeah, she's a stunningly beautiful lady. Of course, Jeannie Duffy is still my favorite. Even though Danielle Ruiz right up there too.
Oh, they're all amazing.
Yes, they're amazing women, and we want to wish Brittany all the best. Maybe a Royal Flush girl as a Miss Universe. That'd be pretty awesome. Just saw on the old Twitters here, Natasha Barber has busted out, and apparently not in a good way. We'll have to see if we get some news on that. But Natasha Barber is out of this.
Shouldn't you call her Dr. Natasha Barber?
I could.
Okay.
But she has been eliminated from this $1 million guarantee event, so we say goodbye to Natasha Barber. But once again, still a ton of great players battling it out in this thing. And the tripod is now getting its first major test.
It's break time.
As the players are coming back from break right now. And this is an exciting moment for the show because I've never decorated the tripod before. I have used the cone method, but we have the barber pole colors on the tripod, and people leaving trash on the media desk. I always appreciate that. I don't believe it. A couple people actually, Nate, threw trash. I have my suitcase right behind me here on set, and there's a trash can behind us, and a couple people have actually thrown trash at the trash can and missed with my case next to the trash can.
Oops.
And you know what? They both busted out. So there you go.
Good.
That's what you get. The one was like a plastic bag, not so bad, but the other one was a water bottle.
So, Mark, in some really important news, especially with the World Series coming so close.
Oh, we're going to talk about it. I know exactly what you're going. I've got that queued up and ready to go.
Nevada State Bill 40.
Oh, this is unbelievable. Yeah, let's tell you what. Let's take a break, and we're going to come back and hit up some other poker news going on. But I'm glad, we mentioned that on the show yesterday, but I want to have a good conversation with you about it, Nate. So let's step back and take a break, and we'll be right back here on the Mark Hoke Show. We're live from the Seminole Hard Rock, Hollywood, Florida, Lucky Hearts Poker Open. Stick around. We'll be right back.
The poker action never stops at Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino. We have millions of reasons for you to be a part of our annual Seminole Hard Rock Lucky Hearts Poker Open, January 22nd through February 11th, 2015. Time to go all in. Opening event starts January 22nd with a $1 million guaranteed prize pool. Play in any of the events leading up to the championship at the premier poker destination. The Seminole Hard Rock Lucky Hearts Poker Open Championship begins February 5th through 11th with a guaranteed prize pool of $3 million. The final table of the championship will be live streamed by World Poker Tour and is a main event tour stop. Visit shrpo.com or the Poker Room for registration and details. Only at Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino, Hollywood. Must be 21 to play slots and table games and at least 18 to play live poker. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, please call 1-888-ADMIT-IT.
Hi everyone, Mark here. If you're a poker player like me and looking for something different and exciting to play, you should give open-faced Chinese poker a shot. It has just the right mix of skill, luck, plus a huge dose of the fun factor we're all looking for. There's a reason open-faced Chinese poker has everyone from the recreational player to the top pros hooked on its thrills, action, and unique social interactions you won't find in Hold'em. An incredible game like this has got to be worth checking out. And it's easy to learn, especially by using the ABC Chinese Poker app. Download the ABC Chinese Poker app on iTunes today and find out what everyone's talking about. And if you have questions about the game, tweet at ABC Chinese Poker and they'll be glad to help you along. So join the open-faced Chinese poker community today with the ABC Chinese Poker app, and we'll see you at the tables.
Join us for Zen Poker Mentoring's debut poker coaching event featuring poker superstar instructors Brian Rast and Vanessa Russo, plus poker reporter turned poker pro Christy Arnett. For unique poker mentoring you'll be able to use on and off the field. The event will be held February 21st and 22nd at the spectacular Meet Las Vegas Event Center across from the D Las Vegas Hotel and Casino, downtown. The first 15 people to register get a free 2-night stay at the D. Not to mention, Zen Poker Mentoring is giving away a $565 seat for the newest and most exciting event in poker, the Colossus. For more information, visit ZenPokerMentoring.com and sign up for this one-of-a-kind event today. There's nothing better than sitting down to play poker with good friends and cutting loose. And that's what you're going to find when you tune in to Poker Night in America. Poker Night in America is revolutionizing televised poker in a big way. With all the action you love and the hilarious fun you've been missing. Come take a seat at the table with all your favorite players, old and new, with Poker Night in America. Mondays, 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific on CBS Sports Network. And don't forget to visit the show online at PokerNight.com. So pull up a chair and join us Mondays on Poker Night in America.
I'm Dutch Boyd, two-time WSOP bracelet winner, and I want to share my story with you. 12 years as a pro has taught me a lot. For the last year, I've boiled it all down into a tell-all book, 90,000 words. In Poker Tilt, I take you on my journey through all the ups and downs that poker has to offer, all the manic highs and hellish lows of every bad beat and lucky draw. So go to www.pokertilt.com to read more, or just go buy the new book on Amazon or Kindle right now, pokertilt.com. I guarantee you'll enjoy the ride.
PokerShop.com is your one-stop shop for all your poker and game room needs. PokerShop.com has you covered with an incredible variety of poker chips and supplies, top quality playing cards, plus gaming tables and room accessories, just like you'd find in your favorite casino. And if you're looking to spruce up your man cave, we offer a wide selection of decor options, from lighting to mirrors and portable bars to bub stools, to make your game room the one all your friends and family will be talking about. So for everything you need to make your game night a great night. Go to www.pokershop.com and receive 10% off your purchase with the code HOKE, H-O-K-E. You supply your friends. We supply everything else. Live it. Love it. Pokershop.com.
Want more of The Mark Hoke Show? Then follow us on Twitter at Mark Hoke Show and like our Facebook page at The Mark Hoke Show for show news and outstanding poker content from around the world. Plus, enjoy the show anytime by subscribing to our podcasts on iTunes or at markhokeshow.podbean.com. We're even on your mobile phone at markhokeshow.podbean.com/mobile. Thanks for listening and being a part of The Mark Hoke Show.
This is the Mark Hoke Show. The Mark Hoke Show. Here again, your host, Mark Hoke.
Yeah, baby, there we go. Mic's on, too. That helps. Nate down along for the ride with yours truly, Mark Hoke. Thanks for being with us. We are live from the Seminole Hard Rock Lucky Hearts Poker Open. Bringing you the best in poker news and entertainment on our live shows here on markhokeshow.com. Of course, don't forget the big one, the crown jewel, on KLAV 12:30 a.m. Wednesdays at 3 p.m. Pacific time. Always have a great time on that show. Just had Ryan Reese, the 2013 main event champion, stopping by. Nate, that was a pretty good show.
Yes, it was. So fun.
We asked Ryan how he liked his balls, by the way. That was pretty bad. But
he said inflated.
Yeah, well. No, I think it didn't depend on weather conditions and the opponent. I think that's what we all kind of agreed on.
Yeah, I think so.
But you can check that podcast out. Finally got it posted at markhokeshow.podbean.com. Also on iTunes, so if you want to give that a listen, we'd certainly appreciate it, along with all of our great shows on KLAV. That was show number 69 on KLAV. It's like 600 plus for yours truly. Can you believe that, Nate? 600 shows.
That's awesome.
That's ridiculous is what it is. Somebody in PCA said, so you're going to have to do 1,000 now.
Yeah.
I just wanted to cry. I was like, are you kidding me? God, don't even talk to me about that yet. Hey, some other poker news going on. That, of course, that Nevada Senate bill that Nate mentioned. Certainly
Senate
on
Bill 40.
Yep, we're gonna talk about that. But there are a couple other things that I want to make sure that we get to talk about too. First, we didn't get a chance to congratulate on KLAV Noah Schwartz, who won the WPT Alpha 8 down here at Seminole Hard Rock. Picked up $585,000. Small field, but becomes, I believe he became the first player to win a WPT title. Yeah, first player to win a WPT and an Alpha 8 title. So you're the first to do something. That's pretty cool, and no one can take that away, and Noah Schwartz took that one down, beat Dan Coleman, Jason Mercier, Jake Schindler, Bryn Kinney, and Byron Caverman for that title. So congratulations to Noah Schwartz taking down an Alpha 8 championship down here at Seminole Hard Rock.
Which, because of the buy-in, those are, what, $100,000 buy-ins, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Now, because of those buy-ins, they might not be able to do those in Nevada anymore. Because of the Senate bill.
I'm getting there.
Right.
I'm getting there.
It's scary.
It is scary. There's something else that I don't know if could take place either that bill passes. That happened last night, and this was unbelievable. Of course, we all know about Michael Craig's book, The Professor, the Banker, and the Suicide King, Inside Richest Poker Game of All Time, which featured billionaire Andy Beal taking on quite a few top poker players, including Ted Forrest, Jen Harmon, Phil Ivey, and the Brunsons. And, of course, that book became a bestseller, documented those crazy high-stakes games that took place over a couple-of-year period. Well, Andy Beal showed up again in Las Vegas, Nate.
Good.
Pops up in Bobby's room and sat down with Todd Brunson. Now,
Todd must have been drooling.
I want everybody to picture this moment and just try to imagine that you're in this game. It is a heads-up game. 25K chips on the table. That's it. And we're not talking tournament. We're talking cash balls because they were playing $50,000 100,000 blinds when brought in for $5 million each. $5 million. And Brunson cleaned him out.
Really?
He did. Brunson took him to the felt. Last night, and in this game, give me 1 second here. Let me just see who was trying to find who was actually live tweeting this. I have the story here, courtesy of Poker News. Let's see. Yeah, Lohman was tweeting this thing out. Bear with me for 1 second because I just want to find one bit of this article here that I'm trying to feature on this story. Bear with me here. Nate, sing a song or something for me for a second, will you?
Sing a song?
Yeah, I don't know. Come up with something good.
Oh, man. It's going to be a sad day in Nevada if this frickin' bill passes, because the World Series is going to have tiny, tiny, tiny fields in anything over $1,000 buy-in.
Okay. I can't find what I'm looking for here. This is Kyle Lears. Kyle Lohman was there and was live tweeting this game. So these are some of the updates that he put in. And he just said Andy Bill playing heads up 50K, 100K with Todd Brunson and Bobby's room. I'm about to lose my mind. 20 people were in the room to start the game. Then it went down to Doyle watching it. And then just some up and down tweets. And then Todd just fell to Beal. They fist pumped and he left the room. They're done for tonight. Todd wins $5 million. More updates tomorrow, hopefully. Oh my God. So Andy Beal shows up and drops $5 million to Todd Brunson. You know, Todd, if he could do that every night for about 200 nights, he'd be a billionaire by August.
Yeah, I've seen that you said that. That was great.
Yeah, take the winter off, man. Todd could go up to the ranch in Montana and have a good old time for a while. But how about that? So Todd Brunson taking down $5 million from Andy Beal last night in Bobby's room. Whew.
Now, do you think Todd had all of himself in that?
I don't know.
Or do you think he had to come up with some friends to throw in some cash?
I would imagine he might have needed some staking on that.
Picked up the phone and called Daddy. Hey, Daddy, can I borrow $5 million out of your box?
I bet Doyle. I bet if he makes that call to Doyle, saying Andy Beal's back, I bet Doyle drops the $5 million in a heartbeat.
I bet you he gets up and runs to the door.
Which would be a great feat for Doyle right now. So. But wow, so a huge game in Las Vegas last night. Now to the Senate Bill 40, and I'm very interested to Nate hear your take on this. But in case you missed it yesterday, we were talking about this, and if this bill would pass, it'd be good news for everybody here in Florida.
Not really.
Could tell you that right now. Sorry, I'm laughing at a tweet there, by the way. I'll have to save that one. But this story is on Pocket Fives. Jason Glatzer wrote this one, talking about Nevada State Bill 50. I think it should be Nevada Senate Bill 50. I think it should be Nevada Senate Bill. You might have to correct that. But this bill was pre-filed on December 20th, made public Friday, and would prohibit and criminalize player-to-player staking for brick-and-mortar poker tournaments, among other activities.
A Class D felony.
It is a Class B felony on that could result in you going to the clink for a long time, 1 to 6 years and a fine up to $5,000. And I actually do have the text of this here because I wanted to do a little research on it before the show started because I was really curious what Nimrod would propose this bill.
Well, see, what the bill's meant to do is stop people from placing bets for other people, like sports bets, like, hey, put $20 on the Tigers for me when you're out in Vegas.
Right.
And things like that. But what it's also doing is it's making it illegal for me to say, well, hey, you're going to jump in the $150 tournament. Here's $75. Let me buy half of your action. Now, what makes it illegal is I can't give him money to bet.
Right. Yeah, this was... in the wording of this bill, I'm actually looking at it right now. And by the way, it is Senate Bill 50. I think that they probably should correct that. I was kind of thought that was weird. That was called a state bill, but it's a Senate bill. And it was referred on
here in the information I'm looking at.
Yeah, it's Senate Bill number 40, Committee on Judiciary. So apparently the Judiciary Committee filed this, and it's on behalf of the State Gaming Control Board. So there's no official sponsor on this. So, maybe the possibility the NGC may have put this, written this thing up and passed it on for these guys to put up. But yeah, just buzzing down through it. I mean, it's only a 2-page bill. But it prohibits accepting or facilitating any bet or wager upon the result of any race, sporting event, or future contingent event without having first procured and thereafter maintaining in effect all federal, state, and county municipal gaming licenses as required by statute, regulation, or ordinance by the governing body or any unincorporated town, accepting or facilitating any bet or wager that is placed with or on behalf of a person described in paragraph A, which I just read. Transmitting or delivering anything of value resulting from a bet or wager to a person who has placed a bet or wager with or on behalf of a person described in paragraph A. Person who violates any provision of this subject of this section is guilty of a Category B felony and shall be punished by imprisonment in the state prison for a minimum term of not less than 1 year and a maximum term of not more than 6 years, or by a fine of not more than $5,000, or by both fine and imprisonment. So they're already messing around.
You're getting a minimum of a year, maximum of 6 years for staking your buddy into a poker tournament nowadays. If he cashes,
Nate,
if he loses, I don't think it's going to matter.
I put you in a poker tournament at the Plaza.
Not a chance.
For $12.
You're
and
going to prison for a year.
Minimum
of a year.
I mean, at least I'm not going to federal pound me in the ass prison.
Oh no, you're going to
going to the state pen, which is probably it's probably worse.
When you say federal prison, Mark, that's actually better than state prisons.
I think in Nevada you could be right. You could be right, but yeah, I'd
rather go to a federal penitentiary than a state penitentiary, I think.
Yeah. So this bill is apparently is going to committee, the Judiciary Committee in the Nevada State Senate, and highly recommend that if you don't want this bill to even get out of committee, you need to start blasting these guys.
Amen.
And like I said, I don't know. Obviously, there's no official represent or senator that put has a sponsorship on this, and I'll probably have to do a little research to see who's on the Senate committee, Judiciary Committee. But that is the one to attack. So pull up the names of your state senators that are on that committee and let them know. The bill also does have place for public comment on there, which somehow I had and I lost, but I did tweet the link on our Twitter account at Mark Hoke Show, where you can leave public comment on that, and I kind of tore him up a little bit. But somehow, Nate, I have a feeling when I get home, I think we're going to have to make a trip to Carson City with a few friends.
This sounds good to me.
I mean,
I'll go.
I mean, this is just insane. I mean, if they want to kill the poker industry, that's a good way to do it.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah. I found it. I'm going to retweet your tweet there.
Yeah, it is just unbelievable that anyone would consider doing this. For poker, I don't get it, because it would. I don't think that whoever put this forward, whether it was the NGC or whomever, really understands the poker community, because if they did, they would understand that probably about 90% of the players are staked in some manner.
This could possibly force the World Series of Poker out of Nevada.
Oh, absolutely. It would put the World Series in a terrible position.
Yeah, the World Series could be held in New Jersey if they pass this law.
I mean, they really couldn't ask the players to commit a felony. I mean, this would put us back in good old Poker Stars UGA land again, where everything would be done behind closed doors. But the minute that somebody gets caught, just imagine what they would do. Let's say somebody gets staked for the one drop.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like the Alpha 8, the Poker Players Championship, so many different events.
Yeah, and
down to the $3 tournament, 9 a.m. at Plaza. This affects everything.
Yeah, and obviously, let's just. I want to use the one drop for an example, because obviously it's $1 million buy-in. It's a huge, huge buy into stake to somebody. Let's say that someone put up $500,000 to back somebody in that tournament. Well, if they would get caught by this legislation, could you imagine someone saying that you shipped $500,000 to somebody illegally? And forget the circumstances, but when you hear that in court, let's say you're on a jury and you don't know squat about poker, and you hear, oh, someone shipped $500,000 to somebody, that's going to push you up in that 6-year range, because somebody's going to take that very seriously. Some big names in the poker community could get really hurt by this law if it's passed, and and the World Series would. I'm sure I'll get a chance maybe to talk to Ty or somebody about this, but what it would do, the position it would put the World Series in. I mean, they couldn't justify endangering their players like that. They just couldn't.
True.
That would be a terrible spot for those guys to be in. And and I agree. I think it would force the World Series to have to move. It would certainly it could essentially end poker in any significant way in Nevada.
Mm-hmm.
Now we've just watched our 12th poker room close down since 2010 at the Link, and obviously it's there's still a lot of great poker rooms in Las Vegas and Nevada, but the possibilities of what could happen there would be mind-boggling. And I'm sure there's probably a lot of states out there right now saying, yeah, go ahead, do it. Please. Yeah. Please, go ahead. Knock yourself out. That's a great idea.
And the Mirage Poker Room just closed this morning. They're just renovating. They're going to open up with less tables here in May or something.
Yeah, a lot of people are doing that. But if you do want to make a public comment on this, I do have the web address. It is at Legiscan, LEGISCAN.com /NV for Nevada. So /NV /comments /SB40 /2015. So once again, it's Legiscan.com /NV /comments /SB40 /2015. So that is up there, and you'll see my comment up there, and I would suggest everybody else get on that too.
I agree. Please get on that.
Oh, what a ridiculous...
I don't want to move to New Jersey.
What a ridiculous idea. Well, you can move to Florida, though.
Yeah, well, Florida doesn't have online poker, and it's a felony to play it there. So, no.
I'm just saying.
Keep me out of New Jersey, please.
Oh, come on, Nate. New Jersey's not so bad, except when there's a giant snowstorm coming.
Yeah, see, there's a whole bunch of bad things about New Jersey.
Yeah. It's going to be miserable, but I wish everybody all the best up there in Jersey. Hope you have a good time.
They are having that big tournament up there right now as well.
Yeah, Borgata's just finishing out, so wish everybody the best up there. And I'm sure we'll see them all down here very soon. It's kind of usually how it works. Those series kind of run back-to-back and a little bit of crossover, so usually everybody gets done with the Borgata and then barrels down here. So, but they're missing out because we have the $1 million guarantee going on right now. Had a little bit of bonus money thrown in. 1,724 entries. We are now down, Nate, to 208 players on the big board. At level 18, about 16 minutes left in that level. Blinds are 3,000, 6,000. 1,000 ante. Average chip stacks about 207,000. So pretty exciting stuff there. And let me see if you got anything on the old Bloggeroni. Of course, you can go to SHRPO, see the work of Al Canhang, Ryan Lucchese, and myself. Speaking of that, by the way, did you check out the SHRPO blog yet about an interesting conflict we had here last night or 2 nights ago?
No.
You didn't see this? Oh,
I didn't see the conflict.
There's a major conflict.
Major.
Billy Pappas, of course, the November Niner. Good buddies with Yoshi, right? Has the Yoshi hat, the Yoshi card protector, showed that to me. I was very proud of that thing. Put a little King of Hearts in there and, helped them win a little bit of money. May have met his match, Nate. I mean, we all love Yoshi. And Yoshi was the greatest Mario Kart character. No question about it, right?
Well, he came out in Super Mario World.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like Mario Kart, which everybody played, still plays forever. You had to take Yoshi.
I've only played it once.
Oh, wow, you missed out so much. But, so Yoshi, pretty, he's cute. Got the yay going, but he's pretty dangerous. There's not many comic-type characters that could take Yoshi out. That you would sit there and say, yeah, the Yoshi's in big trouble. But he may have met his match on Billy Papps' table in Flight 1D. Guess who? Comic book character. Got any idea?
I think we had this conversation.
I know, but we're pretending we're having it originally again. So
I'm gonna guess Wolverine.
Okay, I'll let you guess Wolverine. Wolverine is correct. Gentleman had a Wolverine card protector on there, and we got a picture of it with Wolverine taking on Yoshi. So poor Billy Pappas. Yeah, and Pappas did bust out of that flight. So Wolverine won. Pretty scary stuff, though.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of cool stuff going on here. Of course, you can see, Al's does unbelievable work. Ryan Lucchese as well on the Seminole Hard Rock blog. Make sure you check it out at shrpo.com. It's really easy. It's shrpo everything. shrpo.com. Twitter at shrpo. Hashtag shrpo. That's all you got to do.
And I see Al's blog about the Pro Bowl and all the guys' jerseys in the crowd.
There
including
are.
Barry Sanders' jersey. I like that.
No, that's pretty good. Yeah, I know you'd appreciate that.
Absolutely. That's beautiful. I've got one of those.
Yeah, of course, we're closing in on the bubble right now at actually... I'm trying to see around somebody's head here. Looks like... Stop moving your head, dude. 205. I move forward, he moved back. 205, of course, the money bubble's at 200. So, Nate, we might have to hang in here until the bubble hits.
Heck yeah.
I think we should.
It could happen real quick next hand.
So, $1,050 for the 570 buy-in for you. So, basically a double up if you make it this far. And then, of course, everybody chasing down the big prize of $174,010. $10.
Wow.
I hope somebody doesn't make that their tip. That would be so bad. Win $174,000 tip. 10.
Oops.
All right. So
I want to be that cheap. I really do. I want to be known for. He only tipped $10. He won like $10 million, and he gave her a $10 tip.
I wonder what Dan Coleman tipped. Do you think he tipped anything? I'm sure he probably... he couldn't be that bad a guy.
Oh, you never know.
Yeah. Maybe someday we'll get to ask him. Someday.
I doubt it.
He'll feel like a deathbed confessional. All right, I do this interview now. All right. Well, let's get one more break in, and then, of course, we want to make sure we say hi to our great sponsors of the show. A lot going on with those guys, too, that we got to talk about. And more coverage here of the Seminole Hard Rock Lucky Hearts Poker Open here in Hollywood, Florida. So stick around, everybody. We'll be right back here on the Mark Hoke Show. Thanks for joining us.
PokerShop.com is your one-stop shop for all your poker and game room needs. PokerShop.com has you covered with an incredible variety of poker chips and supplies, top quality playing cards, plus gaming tables and room accessories, just like you'd find in your favorite casino. And if you're looking to spruce up your man cave, we offer a wide selection of decor options, from lighting to mirrors and portable bars to bump stools, to make your game room the one all your friends and family will be talking about. So for everything you need to make your game night a great night, go to www.pokershop.com and receive 10% off your purchase with the code HOKE, H-O-K-E. You supply your friends, we supply everything else. Live it, love it. Pokershop.com.
I'm Dutch Boyd, two-time WSOP bracelet winner, and I want to share my story with you. 12 years as a pro has taught me a lot. For the last year, I've boiled it all down into a tell-all book, 90,000 words. In Poker Tilt, I take you on my journey through all the ups and downs that poker has to offer, all the manic highs and hellish lows of every bad beat and lucky draw. So go to www.pokertilt.com to read more, or just go buy the new book on Amazon or Kindle right now, pokertilt.com. I guarantee you'll enjoy the ride.
The poker action never stops at Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino. We have millions of reasons for you to be a part of our annual Seminole Hard Rock Lucky Hearts Poker Open, January 22nd through February 11th, 2015. Time to go all in. Opening event starts January 22nd with a $1 million guaranteed prize pool. Play in any of the events leading up to the championship at the premier poker destination. The Seminole Hard Rock Lucky Hearts Poker Open Championship begins February 5th through 11th with a guaranteed prize pool of $3 million. The final table of the championship will be live streamed by World Poker Tour and is a main event tour stop. Visit shrpo.com or the Poker Room for registration and details. Only at Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino Hollywood. Must be 21 to play slots and table games and at least 18 to play live poker. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, please call 1-888-ADMIT-IT.
It's time for you to check out RogueWire.com. News, sports, entertainment, and the internet home of The Mark Hoke Show. Don't wait. Let the sparks fly from your computer at RogueWire.com. And of course, RogueWire.com is powered by BlueRail.net. For over 2 years, The Mark Hoke Show has trusted BlueRail.net as their exclusive host, and you can too. Visit BlueRail.net for top-level web hosting, website building and maintenance, one-on-one customer service, and much more. It's time to get on board with your winning combination, BlueRail.net and RogueWire.com. How far do you want to go?
Join us for Zen Poker Mentoring's debut poker coaching event featuring poker superstar instructors Brian Rast and Vanessa Russo, plus poker reporter turned poker pro Christy Arnett. For unique poker mentoring you'll be able to use on and off the field. The event will be held February 21st and 22nd at the spectacular Meet Las Vegas Event Center, across from the D Las Vegas Hotel and Casino, downtown. The first 15 people to register get a free 2-night stay at the D. Not to mention, Zen Poker Mentoring is giving away a $565 seat for the newest and most exciting event in poker, the Colossus. For more information, visit ZenPokerMentoring.com and sign up for this one-of-a-kind event today.
Hi everyone, Mark here. If you're a poker player like me and looking for something different and exciting to play, you should give open-faced Chinese poker a shot. It has just the right mix of skill, luck, plus a huge dose of the fun factor we're all looking for. There's a reason open-faced Chinese poker has everyone from the recreational player to the top pros hooked on its thrills, action, and unique social interactions you won't find in Hold'em. An incredible game like this has got to be worth checking out. And it's easy to learn, especially by using the ABC Chinese Poker app. Download the ABC Chinese Poker app on iTunes today and find out what everyone's talking about. And if you have questions about the game, tweet at ABC Chinese Poker and they'll be glad to help you along. So join the open-faced Chinese poker community today with the ABC Chinese Poker app, and we'll see you at the tables.
There's nothing better than sitting down to play poker with good friends and cutting loose. And that's what you're going to find when you tune in to Poker Night in America. Poker Night in America is revolutionizing televised poker in a big way, with all the action you love and the hilarious fun you've been missing. Come take a seat at the table with all your favorite players, old and new, with Poker Night in America. Mondays, 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific on CBS Sports Network. And don't forget to visit the show online at PokerNight.com. So pull up a chair and join us Mondays on Poker Night in America.
Want more of The Mark Hoke Show? Then follow us on Twitter at Mark Hoke Show and like our Facebook page at The Mark Hoke Show for show news and outstanding poker content from around the world. Plus, enjoy the show anytime by subscribing to our podcasts on iTunes or at markhokeshow.podbean.com. We're even on your mobile phone at markhokeshow.podbean.com/mobile. Thanks for listening and being a part of The Mark Hoke Show.
Now, let's return to The Mark Hoke Show.
The Mark Hoke Show.
Here again, your host, Mark Hoke.
Hey everybody, let's keep this thing rolling. We are here on the Mark Hoke Show live. Oh, and hey, an announcement going out. We are at 2:01. So the money bubble is about to burst here in event number 1. This $1 million guaranteed event. And Al is headed over to a table right now. So there could be some very happy campers here at the Seminole Hard Rock Lucky Arts Poker Open Event 1.
People's wallets are about to be fed.
Yes. Depending on how many bullets they fired in this thing, though.
Well, you have to fire as many as you can to make sure that you're in there for day 2.
Oh, it was definitely worth it.
I do know a couple ladies that traveled from fabulous Las Vegas out to the SHRPO.
Yes.
To play. Lynn Michnick and her friend Denise drove all the way out there. Lynn fired a couple bullets, and she did not make it to day 2.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Yeah, well, it's poker.
Yeah, but we are hand for hand right now. Just to set the scene for you, in case you haven't been in a major tournament like this where you get to see hand for hand play, as each table concludes their play, the dealer stands up, and play does not continue at the table until every table has completed their hand. So it goes hand for hand. So we, of course, wait for that one bust out. Someone, poor, sad individual who will not make the money here. But everybody else gets to party it up. Of course, one other thing, and I'd say the tournament directors have really cracked down on this the last couple of years, is telling players they've got to stay in their seats. Because, of course, many players start meandering around trying to see what's going on, get an idea of how many short stacks there are. Especially, I remember doing this too. You're kind of in a little bit of trouble, and you start running around saying, okay, well, are people in more trouble than me? Is this worth me getting involved in a hand to try and double up, or should I just sit back and wait and try and make the money? So, and Barbaro Diaz, actually, who was the chip leader coming into today, was ushered back to tried to start walking away a little bit, and has been not only told to move back to his seat, but sat down. The man I like to call Roadblock around here, tournament director, comes over and sits down Mr. Diaz. So once again, we are on the bubble here in event number 1. 201 left, 200 cash, winner picking up $174,000.
That's a ton of money.
It's not bad. Not bad. So while we're waiting to see what happens on this bubble, hey, we do have a couple housekeeping things to take care of. First, I do want to make sure that we wish our good friend from BlueRail.net, guy I've known for a long time, Bob Lusk. It is his birthday today. Bob's been doing websites for the show for about 3 years now. We got to change that ad. Have to change it to 3 years. But it is Bob's birthday today, and we wouldn't be here without him. So thank you so much for your support, Bob, and wish you a very, very happy birthday. Hope you enjoy yourself. I also want to mention our good friend Anish Patel, who I think may be coming back with the show in a little bit. From Final 9 Comic, finally released the second issue a couple of weeks ago. So if you want to check it out, it's Final number 9 Comic. It's like $1.99 to check it out.
And well worth it.
Oh, and we are still hand for hand. But yeah, so check that out. I've read the comic. It's pretty good.
Boy, there's a lot of people worried about what could happen in the next hand.
It's so painful in here right now. But once again, just waiting for one more player to bust out here in event number 1 here, the $1 million guarantee. Clock is still running on level 18 at 6,100 ante, or 1,000 ante, excuse me. All right, and some other things too coming up. Want to make sure that we say hi to our good friends at PokerShop.com. 10% off with the code Hoke for all your poker supplies, and pretty much anything you need for your room, tables, cards, whatever, lamps, bars. I don't think they have any blow-up dolls, but otherwise you're pretty much set. Check them out, PokerShop.com. 10% off with the code Hoke. We have our Zen Poker mentoring, as I'm sporting the patch right here. We'll move that forward. Big clinic coming up with Brian Rast, Vanessa Russo, and Christy Arnett at the Meet Las Vegas Event Center downtown, just across from the D. Can't wait to see this place. I mean, Ace made it sound like it's a palace in there. So it should be a great time. And if you want to get in there, first 15 people to register get 2 free nights of the D along with their registration for that. And you get to do a unique clinic with Brian Rast and the team. You are going to absolutely love it. Check it out at zenpokermentoring.com. That's zenpokermentoring.com, and get registered today. We'd love to see you down there. We'll be doing a couple of live broadcasts there.
Yeah.
So that would be a hoot. Let's see who else. What else do we have going on here? We got our good friend. Oh, Poker Night in America. Hey, that show's on TV. Check it out. CBS Sports Network, Monday nights at 10 o'clock. Ladies' Nights episodes, I believe, still airing. And, of course, we just had Katie Stone and Jamie Kerstetter playing on the show just a little while ago with the Golden Nugget. So, obviously some great stuff happening with that production. So check it out, Poker Night in America on CBS Sports Network, Monday nights, 10 p.m. Eastern Time. Good friend Dutch Boyd's got that Poker Tilt book out. It's pretty good. You might want to read it.
Absolutely awesome. I couldn't put it down.
I didn't. I had to take a shower. I mean, that was the only reason I put it down. Honest to God, I read it straight through.
I read it straight through also.
PokerTilt.com, also available on Amazon and on Kindle as well. So that's a pretty good one. And, of course, hey, don't forget to get down here, Seminole Hard Rock, Lucky Hearts Poker Open. For all the information, go to shrpo.com and come down and join us. We would love to see you here at the Lucky Hearts Poker Open in the ballroom. It's snowing everywhere else. Get your butts down here. I feel, I know there's a tournament series finishing up in the Borgata, but you know what? I wouldn't blame anybody for bailing out of there right now. There's a lot of snow coming. I was just told it's between a foot and 2 feet in the Mid-Atlantic area. So best of luck to everybody up there. Sucks to be you.
Yeah.
All right. And, of course, so we are still waiting hand for hand right now in event number 1 here at this Lucky Hearts Poker Open. 201 left. Just jumped to level 19 now, 4,000, 8,000, 1,000 ante. And they are keeping this group in line, so no roaming for you.
No roaming.
No roaming. Absolutely not. By the way, Nate, who you got in the Super Bowl? Well, we're stalling for a second here.
Well, it depends on the inflation of the balls. I'm gonna actually say New England. I know the Seahawks are a great team, but I do like the history of the Patriots. I think New England's gonna take it.
All right. I am taking the Seahawks.
All right.
Taking the Seahawks.
Awesome. Well, good luck to you.
Thank you.
But
I
get it done. They're a great team.
And there is a push-up bet with Miami Boss. Of course, a couple years ago at the World Series, had a push-up bet with Miami Boss on the NBA Finals. And thanks to Manu Ginobili playing like a pinhead, I ended up hitting the floor after Game 7 of that one. That will not happen this time. Go Seahawks.
How many push-ups you gonna do?
We didn't really specify. I think it might be just until one of us
We've got to get a
dies.
specific number.
I'm sure it's going to be a good chunk.
And we got to get that on video.
Yeah, well.
Nah, man.
Yeah. All right. So we are seeing a lot of tweets coming across at SHRPO. Give me 1 second here. I'm just going to slide this little bar over. Abby Daniels still in there. Of course, a local favorite here. Angel Vu is still hanging around. She is.
Congratulations, everyone.
Oh, there it is. And there it is. Bada bing.
We're in the money.
One man goes down.
Please remain in your seats until someone comes around and gives you a payout ticket. He gives you instructions where to go get paid.
All right, so there you go. We have hit the cashola.
Congratulations to everyone in the field.
All right, so congratulations to everybody. Min cash, 1,050 for you. But of course, the big money, these 200 players are going to be chasing down 170 on top. But a little bit of disappointment in here for unfortunate person hitting the bubble. It may have been the guy I gave real estate information to, by the way. I'm not sure. It might be.
You gave real estate information to
Yeah,
somebody?
I was helping out my good friend Mary Perry, by the way, who, of course, one of the top real estate agents in Las Vegas. And, of course, avid poker player. And somebody asked me, I need a place to stay for the World Series, so hooked him up.
Nice.
Yeah, and we're starting to see more tweets coming in here. Brendan Murphy making the money, Ricky Leyva making the money, and he didn't make it by much of that tweet. Oh, my goodness. That is about 6,000 or 7,000. It looks like in that picture. Yeah, that looks like about 7,000 in chips. So a nice job there by Ricky Leavitt. Hang on. But, of course, all hell's going to break loose here in the next 15, 20 minutes as all those short stacks are going to start flinging around like monkeys throwing poo.
Oh, absolutely. They're looking for a pitcher card, and they're getting it in.
Yep. Lily Coletto has made the money.
You're just looking at faces.
I'm looking at Twitter, actually.
Ah.
How about that, huh? Keeping an eye on the social media kind of thing there. Yep. So they're in the money here on event number 1, and congratulations to everyone there. By the way, what do you think about the balls thing? We really didn't talk about it much, but we've got a couple minutes here before we wrap it up. What do you think about that? Because I have a pretty unique perspective on this one, so I want to hear your side of that.
The balls were aired up in a warm area and then taken out into the cold, and air shrinks. You've seen it in your tires in your car, for instance. So there's no proof that anybody really did anything wrong. It's just my opinion.
To a point, I kind of hear you on that, but I can tell you this. From coaching volleyball for 20 years, I really had to, they always check the inflation of the ball. They actually stick a pressure gauge in the ball before your match. And this is in high school.
And they should do that in the NFL. You're right.
Yeah. And, so I have a really, and I've kept volleyballs out in the trunk of my car. So I do know that they do deflate when it gets cold. But they don't deflate in a matter of an hour. That's pretty tough to buy. They lost a pound or two of pressure in an hour.
I have no idea if it's possible or not.
It's pretty difficult. It's pretty difficult. So I'm calling foul on the Patriots. But boy, did Belichick throw Brady under the bus on that. He really did.
He what?
Belichick threw Brady under the bus on that one.
Well, I don't think he threw him under the bus. I really don't, because it is, and even Troy Aikman said, if there's something going on with the footballs, Tom Brady is the one that knows about it. And I believe that's true. If the balls were messed with, Tom Brady knew about it.
I agree. 100%. No question about it. Yeah, so... Well, we'll see. We'll see if there's... I'm just wondering if there's going to be any suspensions or anything coming down for the Super Bowl. That would be interesting.
No, there won't be any suspensions.
Oh, come on. That'd be awesome.
What, are they going to suspend a ball boy? Or the refs for not checking the balls?
No, suspend Belichick. Suspend Belichick.
For what? He has nothing to do with the footballs.
He's the front man.
Well, suspend the sports equipment manager.
Yeah. I bet that fine gets picked up in a hurry by Mr. Kraft, but wow. All right, so bubble has been hit here. Seminole Hard Rock Lucky Hearts Poker Open event number 1. Of course, other events happen in today too, and I think we're pretty good for today. Boy, we covered a lot of ground here, didn't we, Nate?
We sure did.
Holy buckets!
And remember to contact your Nevada Senate, whatever, anybody you can in Nevada with political poll, and tell them to get that Senate Bill 40 off the desks.
Yep. Contact your Nevada State Senator, specifically the ones on the Judiciary Committee. They're the ones that will have the first swipe to say yay or nay and move that bill on. So that's your attack point right there. And we'll try and get more, as we go through our broadcasts, we'll get more names as we roll on. I'm surprised the PPA is not on this right now, but we'll take care of it on our own. We'll attack Carson City. That'll be fun. All right, so that's going to wrap it for us. Once again, make sure you follow us on the blog at shrpo.com. Here at the WPT Lucky Hearts Poker Open, we're going to have a lot of great action going on for you. And come down and play. We'd love to see you. You're going to have a great time, I promise, at one of the best venues in poker, for sure. You don't have to leave the complex. Everything you need is right here. You're going to love it. And hopefully we'll see you down here over the next couple of weeks. Nate, thank you for joining us. Do appreciate it.
I enjoyed it. Thanks for having me.
All right. We will see you guys tomorrow. Same bat time, same bat channel. 3 p.m. Eastern time here on the Mark Hoke Show. So catch you later, everybody. Have a great night, and make sure you follow the blog, shrpo.com. Have a good one, everybody, and we'll catch you later.